Okay.
3, 2, 1.
But you're not in charge here. Get back under the deck immediately. Audio syncing in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Rolan.
You're welcome. I watched episodes. Tried to come prepared.
You've watched more episodes than Christabel has.
I've watched.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Rolling with Reddit. Some people roll with
advantage,
and some people roll with
disadvantage.
And today we are rolling through the forums. We're also rolling with Rolan Critz.
Hello.
Please tell the lovely audience a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Horror Humanoids. I'm Rolan Critz. I have my own channel. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, all that at Critz Corner. Currently, we're playing Curse of Strahd. If you're local to Atlanta, you might also find me at a burlesque show where I MC things, co-produced, all that kind of stuff. We have a D&D inspired improv burlesque show that I co-produce twice a year. So we do that as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And all those links, of course, are found at the top of the description for you all to go and give some love and support to. In the meantime, let's go ahead and dive into some of these stories. And of course, as the guest, you get to pick which story we start off with based off of the author's name.
Okay.
So we have two options here. The first one is Impossibly Probable 59.
Okay.
And the other one is Master Figamus.
Figamus. Yeah, Figamus, definitely.
Figamus?
The other one's just like 10 points off.
You guys
it also
synced.
happened. It also happened 59 times or 58 times before.
Yeah, the impossible probable.
Yeah. It happened 58 times before.
It is the 59th one. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into the story. The title reads: Friend asked me to DM so he can flirt, then tries to cancel the game when he gets rejected.
Oh.
Great.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Roll for cringe.
Roll for Hey, let's don't tell Christabel that. He'll actually roll. Let's see.
12.
12. I got a natural 1.
Oh. Wait.
I guess you saved against cringe.
Yeah.
I did not, unfortunately. Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
We were rolling for cringe, so
He's the
I'm
DM,
cringing.
so you were doing a save against.
You're doing a save against cringe.
yeah.
You're right. You're right. Thank you, Roland. Thank you. Story goes on to say, this happened almost 10 years ago, but I was thinking about it today. I love how stories like this can just like haunt you for decades to come. And then just one day you're in the kitchen and just everything hits you at once.
I mean, that was 2015.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah. Where's my cane?
This actually would have been 2014 because this was posted 10 months ago. D&D 5e had just come out. Is that when it, I guess 2014, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Decade,
oh my God.
Decade on, yeah.
Wild. I feel old.
Welcome to D&D 5.5.
Yeah, kinda.
Or
whatever they're calling it these days.
5e24 Electric Boogaloo or something.
Yeah.
Something.
D&D 5e had just come out, and I had just started playing when a friend of mine asked me if I could run a game for him and a few of his friends. I'd known him for a few years or so, but had never met the other players. It was my first time DMing, so I went out and bought the DM screen and ordered the player's handbook. As you do. The plan was a weekly game. We'd play at my friend's house where I met the other players, and everyone made characters. It was 4 guys and 1 girl. The players, and then they have little bullet points here: Warlock, Friend, and Problem.
Playing a warlock? No.
No, never. Druid, the girl, and then Fighter, Paladin, Rogue. No clear indicators of who they are. Just they really wanted to point out that the Druid was the girl. I found out that Warlock was attracted to Druid about an hour into the first session, when he suddenly pivoted conversation to aggressively press Druid on why she was with her boyfriend in real life. What the fuck? Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a place to start the game.
Someone failed the cringe roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was taken aback. I did my best to steer this table of strangers back to the game from an awkward silence. Afterward, Druid talked to Warlock about why this was inappropriate. I like the, well, I understand the conversation of like, you really shouldn't do that. It's the early onset of like trying to correct the path. I know the title of the story and we're reading it here on this channel.
Do we have ages on these folks? Is there any age mentioned? I know it said 10 years ago, but...
No, not yet. If they do disclose it, we will see.
Okay.
The next session, they walked around town and found quests. All throughout, Warlock flirted with her character and announced that his character found hers sexy whenever he could.
Great.
Druid was a halfling and Warlock was a half-elf. So I said it would be weird. He made jokes about her not needing to go on her knees, so I moved on.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Bear with me. We didn't meet the following week, and I was starting to get into DMing, so I took the time to really dig into the game and design my first dungeon. I put a lot of effort into a haunted mansion. Love it, love it. As someone who plays a lot of Strahd, there's a few mansions that are...
you're supposed to start doing Death House, which
Yeah.
is like basically starting out with a dungeon at level 1 that will probably kill your players.
Yeah.
I skip it every time, but hey, if you
Wild.
like Death House, then go ahead.
Then the day before the third session, Warlock texts me that he's decided to cancel the game. He felt the players were flaky and that he could not play with such unreliable people. After one cancellation the week before?
And this is the guy that actually pulled everyone together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why it wasn't on the DM.
Because he was trying to get with the druid.
Yeah.
Right.
Who had a boyfriend already.
Yes.
Yes.
I told him I wanted to at least run the next session because I had worked really hard on it, but he refused to play and said I couldn't do it without him because it was his game at his house. That's quite the iron fist there.
Yeah.
So I did it without him. Oh, love it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I did it
Good for
without him. We met somewhere else, and one of the druid's friends joined in Warlock's place. They liked my dungeon and had fun, so I decided I'd continue to run the game.
Good for you.
It went on for 3 years.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
And I still play with 2 of the same
Wait,
players today.
Wait. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. The first time you start a game as a DM, it's supposed to fall apart within 2 weeks.
Oh.
You don't know.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Hi. I was a lucky player.
Really?
Emma, who you met just earlier, was my first ever game master and ran my first ever character from level 3 to level 20
Dang.
over the course of about 2 years.
That's crazy.
And that was
Was it
before like content creation either. It was just playing.
was it Emma's first game too?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Emma's first ever D&D game and Emma's first ever time GMing.
Look at y'all unicorns.
I
Amazing.
know. We are magical. But they still play with 2 of the same players to the day, 10 years later. The story concludes by saying, as for Warlock, I found out later that he had asked Druid out and been shot down. Prompting him to try canceling the game, our friendship more or less ended there. I saw him occasionally for a few more months, but he got super weird and possessive. The rest is
Shocked.
not really related to RPGs. Yeah, shocked, yeah.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm happy that the other characters and the OP got a happy ending.
Right?
in all
Like they
this.
got a full game out of it and everything. That's
Friendship-
incredible.
Lasting friendships. I mean, I guess there really isn't like anything for us to like fix here because nothing ended up breaking besides.
Don't be a creep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
y'all, consent is sexy. Okay?
Yes.
Don't try to weasel sidewind your way up on somebody else's partner. That's not cool, let alone involving other people that are trying to like play a fun game and escape their non-fantasy lives, you know?
It's one of those things that it also takes an unprofound amount of like disrespect to your friend who you brought all these people to say, hey, I really want to play a game, and you're going to be the one in charge. You're going to put this game together and run the
An
story.
extremely time-consuming event
Mm-hmm.
that takes months of planning.
Yeah.
If not a really, really rough week of planning.
Yeah,
All for you to just pull the rug when you get shot down.
yeah, wild.
Also-
you go for it.
Also, like, advice that I now give people that I didn't have is when you're starting to DM, don't jump right into a campaign. Do one-shots. Do pre-written one-shots. That way you could test several things at the same time.
Yep.
First off, do you like DMing? Second off, are you playing with the right people? Because you might start playing with people and be like, that person's not the right person,
No.
or several of them aren't. And you can do one-shots with multiple different people. You can try multiple different systems if you want. You can try different tones. Lots of stuff that you can play around with before you commit to something long-term.
Absolutely.
James, are you happy DMing?
Am I happy? Yes, it is when I'm the most happiest, actually, if I'm being very honest with you. I enjoy telling the stories for you guys and other players as well. Very grateful that,
Have you
like...
heard his old man voice?
Stop
I have
it.
not.
I'm suddenly not happy running games for you.
It's good.
Is it good?
It's really
Okay.
good.
Are you getting put on the spot?
Let's jump into some of these top comments.
Okay, are you going to read it in an old man voice?
Crystal,
To satisfy
make
the
an old man voice check.
satisfied chat?
The DC you're trying to beat is 16. You have a plus
Let me use
one.
my dice.
Yeah, go for it.
You have a plus one. That's the Indian agate?
This is the agate
Nope.
dice. Oh,
Two.
no, 2.
That's a big old
Yeah.
3.
No old man voice for you. Maybe in the next episode. Commenters, let me know.
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments. This top comment here is by Dead Letter Society, where they quote a piece of the story and then have a comment on top of
I
it.
forgot about the comments.
Yeah, the top comment. Yeah. The part of the story that they quote is when he suddenly pivoted conversation to aggressively press Druid on why she was with her boyfriend in real life, she was taken aback. And then their added on statement is, yeah, I would be taken aback too. I wouldn't want to go play an RPG game to take my mind off the real world, only to have some creep I'm playing with interrogate me on my real life love life. Valid.
Yeah?
Yep.
Valid. It's
Absolutely.
kind of the notes that you were talking about just earlier. And then I want to jump down to the next top comment, but I got to get past all the responses because people loved that one, let me tell you.
Old man voice on this one.
Make an old man check. DC 16 plus 2.
That's a natural 18.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
How come you got +2?
You had a +1.
I had a +1.
You had a plus
I'm the
1.
guest.
The guests get plus 2.
I get an extra 1 point.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Rangers aren't proficient in persuasion.
Or living, apparently.
Anyway, this next top comment here is by the JM Cool. I don't know why that threw my mind for a loop, but it says, 10 years ago, 5e had just come out,
Oh my god, this is so appropriate.
Yeah, it's great.
dropping the real horror story in the opening lines, I see. That did fucking completely fuck me up when I read that.
That was great.
Thank you. And then a few responses, because that top comment is so short. Somebody, educational EBB7175 says, really making everyone younger than me feel old. Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy. 10 years. 11 years.
You know, it's been 9 years since Harambe.
That's when it all went wrong.
That's when it all went wrong. But you know what? I'd just like to call that an impossibly probable number 59. Anyway, next story we have here.
Yes.
Title reads, How I Got Kicked Out of My First D&D Group for Refusing to Date the DM.
Okay, so we're going in the opposite direction
We've
now.
heard similar stories.
Cool.
We've been down this road before, but on the opposite direction. So at the time the story took place, I was in high school. I, 16, female, was approached by a guy, 18 male.
You got ages this time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we have ages. Asking if I wanted to join his D&D group. After he overheard me talking to a friend about D&D, and I went to a small school, so I knew most people, he seemed pretty harmless. I hate the seemed word there. It was a group of 6, including me and the DM. They were all 17 or 18, and I was the only girl in the group. We played at the DM's house, and I didn't see any crazy red flags initially. After a few games together, things got weird. The party were interrogating a woman. I can't remember exactly why, but it was something related to smuggling rings. And everyone was insisting that my character be the one to do the interrogation because I was the only girl, and it would have been weird for them to do it. When I tried persuading the NPC to give up the information we needed, she refused, and the DM told me that she wouldn't give up any information unless we tortured her. And this is a heavy theme.
Yeah.
Session zeros.
Yes,
Session
lines and veils.
Lines
You should
and
cover
veils.
them in session 0. Session zeros are important.
Yeah.
We got a whole half a episode in before talking about session zeros.
Oh no.
So that's cool.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I thought you were talking about you got halfway through an episode of like one
No.
of your streams. And I
No,
was
no,
like,
no.
no.
No, my current campaign, we spent weeks and weeks and weeks planning everything ahead of time.
Wonderful.
Which is amazing. I've loved it.
Hey, James, I'm not cool with my character dying.
Is that your red card?
That's my line.
Is it your
Right
X?
there.
Tell you what.
That's rough.
We'll bring it up with Tom Nelson. He'll add character death in his deck of player safety. That way, if you want to be invulnerable, you can just throw that out there.
Thank you.
The story goes on to say, I told him I really didn't want to do that, and he said I was being a bad player for disrespecting him as the DM. Everyone kept pushing me, and I ended up excusing myself from the table, and the DM eventually moved on and let someone else do the rest of the interrogation. That was the first major red flag that I wouldn't enjoy playing at the table, but I really wanted to play a game, and I was an anxious teenager who really wanted friends who shared my interests, so I persevered.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Apart from this, there were a lot of small moments that made me uncomfortable. Male NPCs hit on my character every other session, and the DM would not stop trying to get me to describe myself harming people. This wasn't just him wanting realistic combat, as he didn't ask anyone else this. At this point, I'm convinced it was just some sort of kink/fetish. I told him multiple times that I was uncomfortable with the level of graphic violence. He'd back off after a while, then do the same exact thing in the next session. The DM's mom started inviting me to stay for dinner after games, which I thought was very kind of her. My home life wasn't great, so it was nice to have an adult who was nice to me. Turns out, she was only nice to me because she thought I was dating her son. After a few months of weekly games, the DM asked me to stay behind after a game and asked me on a date. I was completely stunned. I was very open about being a lesbian. Wow, go DM, what the fuck? I had no idea why he thought I'd be even remotely interested in him. I told him I didn't like him like that and tried to leave, and when he told me that if I didn't agree to go on a date with him, he'd kick me out of the group. I asked him, did you only invite me to this group to hit on me? And this man literally said, yeah, why else would I invite a girl?
Okay.
The story concludes, I ditched the group immediately after that and didn't play D&D for 2 years. I picked it up again this year, and recounting the story with my new group reminded me of how messed up it was. First of all, Impossible Probable 59, welcome back to the space.
Yes.
Happy to have you back playing tables and being amongst people of similar interests. And hopefully now you're playing and having better RPG experiences with your new friends. So first of all, welcome. Second of all, what the fuck, previous game master? What the actual fuck? You I shouldn't say too much. They're fucking, they're kids, but like, dude.
Oh, well, he was 18.
18. Yeah.
Consent is sexy.
Consent is very sexy.
Don't try to deceive and weasel your way into stuff.
Especially after they tell you specifically their sexual orientation doesn't align with you.
Anyway, jumping to some of these top comments, we have one here by Blonde Overlord 8192 that says, I have a strong urge to punch this DM in the face for you. With a chair.
Please.
And then this other one, this one's actually interesting. Not that the other one wasn't, sorry. But this one's by Lord Regal 94. The dichotomy of we need more women in geeky hobbies and why else would I invite a girl other than to try to get in her pants remains such a painful one. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Yeah. And you know, who knows? Maybe if this original DM like had female friends, they would know how to interact with other people better. Yeah. You know? So
something tells me no one was lining up.
Something tells me OP, or not OP, the original Game Master has a lot of learning to do. You know, you got, 7 years until the frontal lobe is fully developed, and I hope those 7 years were spent well. But honestly, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And, no.
Yeah, find people that align with what you want in life and find people that want to play games like you do. You know, there's lots of people out there. You just got to find them.
Yep.
Also, what the fuck's with the torture kink?
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could send this directly to them, but like this was several years ago and it doesn't mention anything. OP, maybe you can send this to them. And let's not re-engage that bridge.
Also, even that, like, someone's going to be into that. You just need to find them. Don't, again, try to weasel your way into it. Like, if that's your thing.
Consent is sexy.
Right.
Session 0 for your relationships. Anywho, I can't think of a happier note to end the episode on other than the fact that we were joined today by the absolutely lovely Rolan Critz. Please, please, please go in the description, check out his content. He does a lot of things on Curse of Strahd, and maybe in the next story, we'll jump into a little bit of Curse of Strahd for the next week of Rolling with Reddit.
And rolling with Rolan.
And rolling with the Rolan
Thank you for
Critz.
having me.
Of course. See you guys next week. Bye-bye for now.